Hello, everybody. My name is Jessie Terrian. I'm an independent demonstrator with the company Stampin' Up. I'm located in sunny Las Vegas, and in my craft room, we do all things paper craft. Hello, welcome. Sound off in the comments when you get in here. I'm going to give it just a few minutes for my besties to find me, but as the hot mess express that I am, I was just a few minutes late. I'm sure you'll forgive me. So let's see. So hi, Sherry. Hi, Tammy. Hi, Pam. How you guys doing? My goodness. Are you driving, or are you riding and listening? That's what I need to know. Be careful, Tammy. Don't be getting into no wrecks, okay? Good Lord. I don't want to have to take my ghost hunting equipment and be like, Tammy, where are you? Just kidding. A little ghost hunting humor. Hey, Martha. Welcome in. You found me. Hey, Cheryl. Okay, so just to let you know, it is Spooky Friday. And yesterday, Martha came over and I was telling her that okay, wait, let me back it up. Wednesday, after the live, I was sitting there finishing my pictorial and I'm sitting on the couch and my electric fireplace goes off like beep boop. Hello. So I'm like, okay, let me finish up my work. I'll be right with you. I bust out the ghost hunting equipment and I dial my friend up and we do a FaceTime and we're sitting there and it's kind of quiet, like not a lot's going on. So, we were chit-chatting about our week and whatever. And then I started talking to Spirit or whoever is here and I was like, okay, clearly you don't want to talk because you haven't made any of the bells and whistles go off. So, if you need us, just go to the red light and make the REM pod go off. And this sucker went crazy, like all the bells, all the whistles, right? Like very exciting. So, I was like, okay, I guess they do want to talk. And we didn't get a lot of responses. The dead bell went off once. We were getting some really interesting anomalies on my grid piece of equipment, and so I don't know what was going on, but it was very fun. And so I've taken to like turning my REM pod on and just talking to whoever and being like, okay, if you want my attention, I put the REM pod on, so just go give it a ring a ding, you know and I was in my craft room and it was on the fireplace in my living room, which is a good ways away if you've ever been to my house. I have a long hallway and my craft room's in the front of the house and my living room's in the back of the house. So I'm talking and I'm like, well, if Martha sent you, she's going to be here pretty soon. You might want to say hi. And my REM pod went off in the other room. I can't make this stuff up, guys. So I'm very convinced that Martha sent whoever here and they're hanging out, which I'm here for. It's fine. But anyway, the whole point of that weird story was that I have my REM pod on. So if it goes off, that's why. Spirits, if you would like to say hello to the ladies, ring a ding. Okay, there we go. I'm going to stop being weird now. Okay. No, I'm not. We all know I'm not. Don't even act like you're surprised. Okay, so I have a fun card for us today. Let me focus, get back into it. Here we go. Now, here's my thought process for this card. A, we're using a stamp set that's on the last chance that I really, really love. B, I'm thinking of my Happy Mail besties because it's a file folder card that you make with one piece of DSP. So it serves a couple purposes. Okay, one, if you're in the Happy Mail Club, a lot of the ladies have taken to sending stickers and goodies, embellishments or stamps even. Hold on, I'm going to cough. Sorry. Woo. Um, and so this is a fun way to include them, right? Number two, I'm working on using up some packs of DSP. This takes pretty much a sheet of 12 by 12 paper. So you're burning through some paper. You choose things that maybe you didn't love, but they're still pretty. You know what I mean? Or just they're gorgeous and you want to send them to someone. It could be that too. So that's number two. I said number three was the what is the name of this set? The Creative Haven stamp set and dies are on last chance. The whole suite is on last chance. This has that really pretty ribbon that's skinny, but it's got like the chevrons in it. And the Hobby Haven paper, which is adorable. Now, I was going to use the one piece of Hobby Haven paper I had left in a pack. My problem was the direction of the pattern with this. So I will caution you, if you make these cards, choose patterns that go every which way so it won't be a headache. Okay, friends? So how's everybody doing? Did I even ask you? Hello, Karen. Is Terry on here? She usually either comes in late on Fridays or watches the replay. Anyway, I want to say a happy late birthday to Terry and a happy late birthday to my bestie Liz, both my besties. The other day on Wednesday, it was Terry's birthday, and I am a scatterbrain and for some reason had her on the 12th. Did not realize it was her birthday and she was on here, and I feel really bad about that. But I sent her a card. Okay, besties, like, it wasn't that I didn't think of her. It's just sometimes my brain gets a little squirrely. So I wanted to happy birthday again. I'm all over the place. Hot Mess Express coming in hot once again. But the sentiment is there, and this is the way I think of it, and I truly do. Birthdays aren't to be celebrated one day a month, or a year. They are to be celebrated at least for a whole month. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So there's nothing wrong with intentionally sending a birthday message late because you should be celebrated all month. That's what I'm saying. So there you go. All right, I'm going to flip down. You guys keep chatting. And we'll get this party started. Okay. Hold on. This is a little lot visually to look at. Okay, so here's the card, a close-up of it. And I just played with it. Now, the thing I like about this is you have 4 tuck spots and, well, I have a paper clip there. Let me take that off. 2 pockets. Okay. So if you're sending this to someone for Happy Mail, you can really load it with a bunch of goodies. So I just loved it. And like fancy paper clips and, whatever you got on hand that would be cute and fun, use it, right? Maybe wrap like a little ribbon in there. I don't know. I don't know what you would do, bestie, because it's your card, but this is what I'm going to do. So I have all the pieces and I am going to cut the DSP and fold it live in front of your eyes so that you wrap your brain around it. Because once you see it once, you're going to be able to make these forever. But I did do a pictorial with a template and the measurements that you could follow as well. Okay, so I'm thinking of you. So I just grabbed a pack of the lovely and beautiful paper. You can see I've used a lot of it and I'm just kind of finishing it up. And I think that's more than one pack, but I just keep them all together, And I had these tags that I thought would be fun to kind of tuck and use. And we're going to do this. So we got a whole plan going. For this, you need some extra white paper as well for stamping and creating. And one thing I want to mention, which I don't know where I put the card now. It's underneath. I'm like, how do I lose something? I don't know. What I like to do is make a little sentiment card that you can write and even put on the back so that you can tuck that in and they can keep that and reuse this in a junk journal or pass it on to someone else or something like that. They can create their own one to put in there. So it's got a lot of layers to it. All right. I'm going to grab our paper trimmer. And the first thing you're going to want to do is trim 1 inch off of one of the sides. And if you do have a directional paper, like see this has a bit of a pattern. I want this to go up and down properly. So you need it to be 12 inches long. Let me think about this for a second. Yeah, long. And 11 inches wide. And the reason you need it 11 inches wide is because you want it to fit in the envelope in an A2 size envelope. So we just needed to trim a little bit. I'm kind of just taking you through my process as I did it because when I first did it, I did it as a 12 by 12 paper, but then I realized, oh, that makes it, a 4 by 6 and it wouldn't fit in your envelope. So, unless you're really stuffing it, which in that case, I would get the 6 by 9 manila envelopes and you could actually do it 12 by 12. Just don't trim the inch off. Okay, so now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to score it long ways at 5.5. Get that cut blade out of the way because you know you're going to grab it, bestie. Okay, now we're going to turn it sideways and we just have scoring to do. So you're going to score it at 2 inches. Come on. I don't know why. Okay. And then we're going to score it in half at 6 inches. Do, do, do. And then we're going to score it at 10 inches. Very simple cuts. I mean, very simple scoring and cutting. Like this card could not be simpler, I'm telling you. Okay, so let's move that aside. We can put this up. All right, now I have to decide which way do I want my patterns to show. I'm thinking the fussy pattern smaller. So I'm going to fold it in half. That was first mountain fold if you need that. And then I'm going to go back, valley fold. I'm going to flip it over and do the other score valley fold. Okay. Come on. I don't know why. I guess I didn't score it really hard. I don't feel the score. Okay. Do a little heavy creasing on this. Now, on mine, I cut a tab, and I'm going to do that. The reason why is because you've got bulk there, especially on the inside flap. It's like sticking like that if you don't do the tab. But I think the outside one, I'm going to try not to do the tab and just for funsies, we'll see. We'll see how the folding and stuff like that goes. So see, when you leave it intact, it's going to be like that. And that drives me insane. Okay, insane, besties. But I'm going to show you how to do it. So let's open the paper up so there's no confusion. Back up. We're going to fold it in half, that first score line long ways. You're going to take your scissors and you're going to go from the score, not over it, but after the first score line. It doesn't have to be too wide, but you want to cut a wedge out, okay? Now see, when I fold that, it's gonna, and I want to try something since we're trying stuff. Instead of doing the wedge on this side, let me see. Got to get my vision going here. I'm going to go on the score line and I'm just going to cut it. I'm not going to notch it, okay? Now, we're going to fold it back up. Okay, I'm not mad at that. We're going to do it. We're going to do this. This way, let me get it creased down one more time. Got to use your muscles, guys. And we are going to glue this down, but look at how much less that's popping. I can handle that. That's a yes from Jess right there. Okay. Now, we grab some glue. Now, when you're making pockets, the general rule of thumb, I don't want to lose that, is you need an adhesive that completely dries. Our Tombow glue always stays sticky. It's a fabulous glue. I love it, but it creates like a gummy stick, which works well for card making and paper. But when doing a pocket and you have that, and you put your thin paper in that said pocket, it can stick in the Tombow glue because it's like gummy and then get stuck. And then when they pull it out, they either rip whatever they're pulling out or they rip the project. You see where I'm going with this. So you want something that dries completely. So that's why I'm using this Barely Art glue, but you could also use, or Berry, I don't know what it is. The heck is it? It's Barely Art Precision Craft Glue, okay? I was turned to this by my besties, said this is the jam, and so I was like, well, you know what? I got to get it. I got to try it. Now, yes, you could use dry adhesive, Karen, or tear and tape or whatever you want. But like I said, again, that doesn't dry down. So you will get, you just have to be careful, is what I'm trying to tell you, besties. Don't make me spell it out. All right, we're going to do the same thing on the back. And you could go in a little bit. But, ooh, I just saw that. Hold on. Let's see what kind of trouble I can get into. Anyone else do this? Tammy, if you're not watching and you're driving, I'm cutting a little flange off. Just in case, right? She's like, what is she doing? I don't know. All right, here we go. Okay. Yes. Yes, that fixed my life right there. I'm a happy girl. I'm super happy because I struggled so hard with that card on Saturday. I thought I was going to cancel and just quit being a demonstrator, quite frankly. I was so annoyed. You ever have days like that? It happens. Everybody, it happens, right? I don't come on here and try to tell you I'm perfect or I have all the answers or I know anything. I say, Bestie, come on here. We're going to figure out my life together. And that's how it goes. Okay. So I'm going to let that sit for a minute with a clamp. I'm digging the paper. I'm digging this pocket. We got it going on. Okay. Much better. Okay. I have the little inside piece of paper for my sentiment. A little, actually, that doesn't match, does it? We'll use a different piece. And I've got just some paper because we're going to stamp and cut. So I don't know what I was doing earlier today, but I grabbed this. Sorry, you see. I don't know which camera I'm supposed to be talking to. It's a lot for my brain. Um, I grabbed this because it was on the last chance and I opened it up and the little thin plastic piece that protects your stamp set was in there, but it wasn't stuck to it, and the whole stamp set was stuck to the paper. So this is a public service announcement that nobody needed until you need it. It completely stuck and ripped. I couldn't get it off of my sheet here. So I backed it with some white to save it, and I had to wash these and scrub the dang paper off, and nobody has time for that. So when you're doing this, pay attention. Where is your clear sheet? Or if you put the cover together and then put the sticky side to the plastic, so you have, your plastic sheet that the stamps are on, and then just push the actual stamp set against the pocket, you should be okay. And that's a lot of times what I do because I lose that thing, but you know what I mean? Like, so you've got a double barrier of protection. And everybody probably knows that, but I was like, what the heck? I probably wouldn't pay attention, just shoved it in there and was like, done. Do you guys hear that? My whole craft room is shaking right now because someone has their base to mock Jesus. And, I enjoy cruise, listen to your music, do whatever you have to do. But don't sit outside my craft room to finish your song, dude. Just saying. Dang it. I dropped the pin. Okay. I don't know. I have noise canceling on my camera. It's pretty good. So you probably didn't hear it, but what are you going to do? That's life. Great. Another song. It's fine. It's fine. We're all fine. You guys are probably like, I don't even know what you're talking about. Okay. I grabbed the Highland Heather, so I like a dark ink, and Mossy, no, the Old Olive. I don't know if I'm gonna do what I did. I'm not gonna I can't think with that boom, boom, boom. Oh, I don't know. Oh, anyway, so back to my story. Sorry, that totally derailed me. I was like, it's still going, by the way. Can you guys hear it? Someone tell me in the comments. Like my windows are shaking. Spirits, could you go outside and ask them nicely to stop? I would love that right now. Oh, I was like, it stopped. But it didn't. Ring a ding the bell if you understand. Oh my goodness. So we went to bingo. We had a phenomenal time. I won the second chance coverall, which was exciting. Pam was the big winner of the day. Okay, so we have those. I'm going to put some here. Let's see. Checking everything. I forget to check the comments when I'm doing my stuff. Let's just do some fun ones. And I won't go crazy, crazy because, you know, we got to get on with our night. But I do want to put something on the inside too. I think this is okay. So who will be joining me tomorrow for our little Q&A session? I'm pretty excited about it. I hope you guys are too. Put this to the side. I'm going to stamp this. We got to have a little chat. We're starting to fill up, which honestly is everything. Like I had to have a minimum of 20 people to be able to do, I mean, I would have fudged the numbers and it would have been okay if I didn't, but I had to have 20 for the buffet and for the casino is really quite picky about their rules of things, okay? And so I was like, oh, forever. We were at 8, then we were at 11. It's cranking up there now, guys. It's going. It's happening. All the things are happening, which is very exciting for me. So, you know, we're getting it done. I wanted to do this one as well. There may be, let's see, I'm gonna do it in purple. Um, there may be a time that certain things sell out. But if you are really trying and you're a maybe, I am including you in those numbers. So don't panic. I don't want to create like, ah, don't panic. I got you. It's for the newbies. But I also have a lot of room for like the hourly mini sessions and stuff like that. And you're not going to want to miss it. I'm telling you. You're not going to want to miss it. It's going to be phenomenal. Okay, let me bring. Whew. Lord, I'm gonna take a nap after lifting this thing. I swear, I need to start CrossFit or something to be able to craft. It's a ridiculousness that, you know, here we are. Okay, now we're gonna try this. These little paper tapes, they actually do work. They just weren't meant for the what I was trying to use them for the other day. Ooh. Don't worry, if it sounds like you're cracking bones, it just means you're doing it right. I'm just saying. Okay, we got that. So, what is happening this weekend? What is everybody doing? How are we? How was your week? This is what I need to know, besties. I had a phenomenal week. got to hang out with Mom a bunch. I got to go with Mom and Pam to B&B. And ooh, and I got my new ink holders, which I'm super excited about. I'll show you at the end when we flip up. But there is a store called the Country Hive, and they do 3D not imprinting, but 3D printing, and they make the coolest stuff. I got a bunch of it for gifts to hand out at retreat. Very affordable. And they make the ink holders. And my problem was because I had them all, right? I had all the ink holders, but I wanted them to hold the ink pad and my Stampin' Blends next to it in the same color, and they make those. In addition to that, they will hold the new stamp pads. So when those are fully in swing, I won't have to rebuy again a third time. And now I have the new ink pads and the old ones, and so they all fit, which is phenomenal. So that came in yesterday, and it was a little gift I gave myself, but honestly, it's everything. It is everything, okay? I'm just saying. But I did not forget my retreat besties. Because I was like, well, I'm being selfish. I'm buying all this stuff for myself. Let me get some stuff for retreat, and then I will not feel so bad. Not that I need to feel bad, but I try to think of you. You're welcome. So it's great stuff. And oh my gosh, do I have it here on the desk? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Look at this. She makes Tombow glue holders, or he, I don't know if it's a girl or a guy, sorry. Um, and she had a ghost one. She has holiday ones. Look at that. Your girl had to get it. I was like, what the heck? Too good. All right, let me get this out of here. We'll finish with our lives here. I know I'm Yak John. I'm being slow today. I didn't have enough coffee. Okay, right. Let me pull this in real quick. So this was the scrap piece that we had. Yes. So we're not really wasting any, and I don't want it so thick. I'm going to make it thin because we want writing room. It is Happy Mail, right? So I got to put my greeting. Okay. Okay, so that, now you're not going to glue this in. Remember, that's meant to be pulled out so that you can read it. So just remember that. Yep. I'm making a mess, but it's okay. I'm really loving that I didn't make the notch in the front, by the way. See, and now it's a pocket. You can put stuff in it. And we made these pockets. Or did I? I didn't make the pocket. No, I thought I did. No, I didn't. Okay. You want to just put a little bit of glue or tape runner. I'll put glue, it'll be fine. Now, once it dries down, boom, I'll have the two pockets to stuff. Okay, got a little bit of ink. We won't talk, or glue. We won't talk about it. All right, so I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to load these up. Now, you may say, Jessie, why are you covering that beautiful pocket you made? Well, I'm not mad at it, is the honest answer. But if you have a lot to stuff, maybe don't cover the pocket, but I could still stick stuff in there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm okay with that. Your card, your way, bestie. And if you're wondering, like I bought some stuff for myself because I wanted to try it for retreat and I thought these were so neat and I was going to get these. It comes with two dry adhesive pens. Um, it's retractable, which, if you're a clicker or a fidgeter, you'll appreciate that fact. And then it came with 4 refills. And I was like, oh, I can buy one of these for every kit for retreat. But um, I realized it's not enough. And they were the price point just wasn't there. So while it's fun and I really enjoyed it, I ended up buying 200 tape runners. Yep, do the math. 200 tape runners for our group. But I wasn't going to run out. And I ordered 100. And then my friend Jamie, I was talking to her about it. And she's like, well, we are doing 50 cards and a memory book. And what if blah, 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 and this and that and the other. And that only breaks down to so many. She stressed me out so much, I ordered another one. I blame her. It's fine. Okay. But I was like, I can't be caught without glue. You know what I'm saying? That is not going to happen in our lives, besties. So, okay. So now we have our little letter in there. We're going to stick, you know, do some cute. I love this because it's like, when they need a little encouragement, like a little paper hug, tuck them in there. You're the best. On the inside, I put that right there, and I think I'm going to put it on this side for this one. You know what I mean? Just something fun. You could still stick stuff behind it, but I want my besties to know they are, in fact, the best. The bestest besties. And these little pieces come with the die set, so you can make your little whatevs. Now I'm not going to glue this flat like that because I want to be able to tuck stuff behind it. So I'm just going to put some liquid glue on the bottom. So it's kind of like a tuck spot, a free floating thing. Okay. All right. Now get into your scrap bin, grab your cutoffs, cut them or don't, or maybe put a punch, make these into tags and things. Stick them right in for gifts, okay? Same thing with all of this kind of stuff. You got some ephemera, maybe stickers. What do you have that you could just stick in there? Like, how fun would it be to get little goodies in your Happy Mail? And it doesn't have to be, if you're not a member of Happy Mail, that's okay. You need to be sending these beautiful cards that you make. So send them to a bestie. Send them to a friend. Surprise a coworker. You know what I mean? Like, hey, I think you're phenomenal. You've been doing a great job. I just want to give you this and challenge you to use it in some creative way. Hello. So easy. Here we go. See? So you're just tucking them in there. Now, I had some sequins. Let's see if we can find them. Lord only knows, because I've moved everything. Mm-hmm. See, I'm learning. I'm learning. Ah, too funny. All right. I kind of just figured, while I was playing with it, do we want a little? I should have tucked it under. I still can. Yes, I love it. Okay. So who is going to do these? I want to hear from you. I feel this is a solid one. Oh my gosh. I know I'm going to be sending these for Happy Mail for sure. For sure. I don't know why, but these are like, yes, please. Let's see. One here, one up there. They're flat, so it's not really going to affect anything. Okay, there we go. So two cards done. They're a little different, but the same at the same time. Super fun to do. I will definitely work on more tags and things to add when I send them, before I send them. But there we go. So let me see. You're going to make one, Terry? Yeah. Very good. Oh, Terry, you're on fire. I sent 10 cards. One of them was your birthday card. And somehow my stamping was like my physical, the postage. I bought 11 stamps for 10 cards because one of my cards was thick. It needed two stamps. And then I got to the last one and I didn't have enough. And I have no idea why. So I still don't know, guys. It's a mystery. My goodness, you've been chatting it up. I will go back and read this later and chat with you. Let me flip up. Oh, there we go. All right. So here behind me, these are my new holders. So Pam, I have a box for you of the old ones. So my besties and I, like when one of us gets something or organizes something, we always trade within our group. Like, hey, can you use this? Do you need that? Like we're constantly shifting this stuff around because it's good stuff. You know what I mean? And then if it's not used or like nobody needs it at that time, it goes to like donation. So we never ever waste crafts over here. All right. Thank you. I appreciate it for all the love. Um, what else do I have to say? I better get off of here. I got to get dinner going. I want to get set up for tomorrow. I love you guys. I appreciate you. I will be going live at 11 Pacific Standard Time here on the main channel. I feel like just in case any of my Jesse's Cards and Crafts followers have not heard about Retreat, or the aren't on my group page, I want it accessible to everybody. So even if you're just curious, come on over, hang out, chat, see what's going on. Okay? I love you. I appreciate you, and I will see you in the comments. Mwah.